Hi, everyone. This is Tasha. Welcome to the class. It is 7 p.m., so let's get started. 7 p.m. Eastern. Well, welcome to Forex Basics. We conduct this class on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. And if you will look at the graphic, everything to the right is in the rectangular boxes. That's what Tradera has to offer. So welcome to all of our brand new students. And I like to start every class just giving a quick 2 to 3 minute overview of everything Tradera offers. And then in blue is what we cover here in this class. And I'll show you or describe to you why we do the class. So first, starting off, Tradera has a wonderful back office with everything you need to do, everything you need to learn in order to trade Forex effectively. In the back office, the sections that you'll want to pay attention to are the Forex sections, which is basically a collection of PDFs which will introduce the topic, and it won't take you very long to go through those PDFs. So that's kind of where you want to start. Now, the meat and potatoes of all the education is in the technical analysis section. There you'll find videos that the owners of the CEOs of the company, Cody and Easton, they conduct all of the training in the back office, and they do a really, really phenomenal job. They cover all the concepts, but then they dive right into the charts. So everything is really practical, and they really teach you how to be an effective trader back there in the back office. So Tradera's master trader, Derek Conway, he holds live classes Sunday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the way that you connect to those classes is in the back office. So when you log in, there's a live trading class button, and you'll click on that link and there's a join to hook you into the Zoom. So Derek is my mentor. That's where my team goes. We're there every night, and he's marking up the charts, teaching us how to trade zone to zone. And most of us will take those charts that he posts in the Tradera official chat, and we'll trade zone to zone for the next 24 hours until we get a fresh markup. So that's an excellent way to go. There are other live classes. I know Coach Max and Ryan DeFreitas, they normally conduct a New York session that starts, I think, 8 a.m. on the weekdays, and then a 9 p.m. Asian session. And they do a phenomenal job as well. There are other telegrams and study groups. There, one particular is Tradera Pittman and Clyde Fisher. They lead those groups, and they are excellent traders as well. So there's a lot of good education and live training for you. You may realize that Forex is like learning a second language. And so that's where this class comes in. So everything in blue is what you'll get in. Basically, the purpose is just to help prepare you for everything that Tradera has to offer. It's to sort of ease you into those live classes in the back office, to sort of introduce you to concepts, so that hopefully you won't find it intimidating, because you've heard at least some of the concepts before. So we're here just to whet your appetite, get your feet wet, really get you started and in the door, and then we'll turn you over to the back office and all the master traders. So in this class, I'll tell you about the format. So normally I'll start with something new and important, and then for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then with every class, in case we have first timers here, we will go through the setup of how do you open a demo account, how do you download MT4, that's where we actually take the trades. How do you take the Tradera trade alerts? We're also starting now to cover some basic charting and trading view, because we've been here for a couple of months now, and most people are actively taking the trade alerts and starting live accounts. So we'll lean more and more into some basics of charting and looking at your pairs in trading view. And then from time to time, we go over how to open a live account. So all of these classes are in video format on my YouTube channel. So if you look in the group chat, and I will paste it again for anyone who's just coming on board. I'm pasting my YouTube channel. So everything that you hear tonight will be posted hopefully by tomorrow. For that, select all, copy. Let me see if I can paste it here. All right, I'll get that chat pasted in a little bit more for those who just joined the call. But on the YouTube page, there are also smaller 2 to 3 minute segment videos, so you wouldn't have to watch the entire class all over again. So with that said, I will shift gears and we'll talk about some TradingView basics. So give me 1 second. All right, so TradingView is not where we take our trades. We take our trades in an app called MetaTrader 4, or MT4 for short. But TradingView is where we go, preferably on your laptop so that you have a bigger screen. Is where we go to look at our pairs, do our analysis, mark up the chart so that we can find something to trade. If you are just taking the Tradera trade alerts, then still come into TradingView. When you get a trade alert on your phone, pull up that pair and take a look. So, you know, in the very beginning, you're just going to take the trade alert blind and just plug it into your phone. And after you're comfortable with that, then take the next step and actually begin some analysis, even though the trade was given to you. So what I want to do is just cover some of the very basics in TradingView. What you're looking at now is an adaptation of the normal screen. And I wanted to do this because when you go to the live classes, different traders have different background colors and colors for candles. So I wanted you to be familiar with that. So if I right click and go to settings, I'll show you how you can make the chart your own. So let's start with here in the symbol category. So bodies stands for candles. So each of these yellow and fuchsia rectangles are candles. This is how we measure the price. I have my prices here in this far right column. So there are 2 basic candles that we're looking at in TradingView. One candle will measure when price is going up, and the other one will reflect when price is going down. So on this graphic, anytime price is coming down, and in the Forex world, we call that bearish or bear candle, I'm showing fuchsia. What if I change that to just a regular red? Okay, and then for my bullish candles, where price is going up, I'm going to make that the traditional green color. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing for my wicks. We'll have that match. I'll make my bearish wick red. And now when I say okay, you can see that now this is the more traditional looking feel for the candles. And again, your green candles mean price started at the bottom and finished up. Your red candles means price started here but made its way down. Now let's talk about the background. So right click, go back to settings, come down to appearance. So here you can see my background is a gray. Some prefer a dark black background, in which case these grid lines, you would need that they are not visible. So we have vertical grid lines that we're going to make black. And then we have horizontal grid lines that we need to make black. So whatever your background color is, make sure that those horizontal and vertical grid lines are the same color, and then you can get a nice clean look. Now, my preference is just a right click and go back to settings. I prefer just a plain white background. So then I'm going to make my vertical grid lines white and my horizontal grid lines white. All right, there you go. So this is pretty much the basic sort of vanilla format that you'll see. But I wanted to just go over this so that when you're in the classes and you see something that's different, you'll know that it's just a quick change of the settings. And in your own time, you can, have the chart the way that you prefer. So I'm, for the last time, gonna go back and go to symbol, and I'm really liking my bearish, meaning price is going down, candles to be this fuchsia color. And then when price is going up, I'm going to choose this kind of golden color. And then I'll make sure that my wicks match. And there we go. I've customized the chart. So just some basics. We are now looking at USD JPY. You can come here and type in your pair. And there are multiple time frames that traders look at the pairs. And we'll probably just dedicate a class to talk about the different time frames and what they mean. For now, this will just be an overview. But I also want to draw your attention to the watch list. Now, if you type in a symbol here, it will be added to this list of pairs that you see here. So over time, you will come up with your favorites, some pairs that you always want to look at, or maybe you see that with the trade alerts is using the same pairs over and over. So you can add as many pairs as you want so that when you open up your chart, you don't have to type it in. You can just go and pick on a different one. So these are all of the pairs that I look at from time to time. Okay, so the big question that a lot of people have is, how do I draw, you're new and you're getting into the analysis and you want to draw your support and resistance lines. Which tools do you use? And the good news is that there are multiple, okay? So quick and simple, the easiest way to do it is to go to trend line tools, and you have a selection to choose from. So the simplest way will be to just click on a horizontal line and come and place it. I think I want to identify this level here, and there is my line. Now that you know about settings, you can right click, go to settings, and now we can customize how this support and resistance line looks. So I may choose to change that color to blue. I may choose to have, I think I want to keep the line, but in terms of the thickness, maybe I want a thicker line. And that's pretty much the basis for it. This is a neat trick, show price. It kind of helps to highlight the line, the price where you're drawing the horizontal line. So I like to have that checked. It goes away if you don't have it check marked there. All right, so there is my first line. And if this is the tool that you use, then I'm on a PC, so I'm doing Control C and Control V, and now I have another line. So instead of going back to use the tool each time, you can just simply Control C and Control V for the number of lines that you want. So if I wanted to identify this line here, then I would do it as such. Another neat trick with TradingView, right click, reset chart. Now we have sort of a zoomed out view. And here we have a zoom out as well as a zoom in. So if I really want to get a close in picture, I'm going to keep pressing that plus, okay? Nice and close. If I want to zoom out because I want to identify what trend I'm in and I want to see where we are, then I'll press that button. So let's talk about why that zoom in and that zoom out is important. If I look at the chart and if I only look at this amount, then I'm thinking, price is sort of going sideways. There are three ways that price can go. You can have an uptrend where price is going up. You can have a downtrend where price is going down, and then you can have this sideways action where it's just kind of ranging up and down, you know, the same amount up and the same amount down. We call that consolidation. But however, if you zoom out, you can see that we just finished a very large uptrend, which is important for your analysis. You want to definitely zoom out and get that overall view. So that minus is important, that plus is important to zoom in and out. And when you TradingView does something crazy like that, just right click and we are going to reset the chart if it allows me. Right click, and it is not. 1 second. Well, this is a great teaching moment. When this happens, this is what I do. I literally close the window and I bring it up again. TradingView does have its quirks. So I'm just going to log back in, click on chart. And the great thing is once you sign, you can have a free account. And once you sign in, it remembers where you were. So if you're on your laptop and next you're on your phone, you can bring up TradingView on your phone. It's a little small, but I have lots of team members, you know, who use it that way. However you mark up this chart, if you look at TradingView on your phone, you'll see this same purple horizontal line for that support and resistance lines. So that's what makes it really effective is that it remembers what you do. So when you spend all your time marking up a chart, you know, 2 days later when you come back, those same values are still there. All right, so we told you how to type in the pair here. 1 second. Okay, and we talked about the watch list. So add as many pairs here as you want so that you won't have to type them in. So we went over a really quick and easy way to do a horizontal line. Now, some traders like to have more of a zone instead of just one line. So when you're identifying your support and resistance lines, sometimes you want to include the wicks of the candle. So the skinny lines that's showing at the top and the bottom, those are called the wicks of the candle. So in order to do that, you still have a couple of options, and I'll show you what those are. You can come down to this tool and you can choose to do your zone in a rectangle. So you can hold it down and kind of do that. And then of course you can right click for settings. No, that's for the window. Let me select it. And then you can right click for settings. And you know, you can make the background any color that you want. You can also bring down the opacity. Say okay. All right, so that's the second option for your horizontal and support lines. Derek Conway uses, it's a really fancy way. It's the parallel channel. So I'll cover that next time. I don't want to give you too much information, but between the rectangle here and the trend line, horizontal line, those are great ways to do your support and resistance. And then remember, you can just Control-C to copy it, and then you can paste it wherever you want your next support and resistance to go. So that's what most traders do. Another hint in terms of drawing your support and resistance lines, it's a really good idea to zoom out. This is what I do when I pull up a chart. I zoom out and get almost a line view, and that really helps me to see my levels. So definitely dive into the back office for the support and resistance modules, as well as market structure and trend lines. Those are foundational to really understanding the live classes and how the charts are marked up. All of the back office is really, really good. But if you're looking for some place to start, support and resistance, trend lines, and market structure, I don't think I've seen it explained any better than what you'll find in that back office. So you're definitely going to have lots of questions until you dive into that for yourself. Okay. Checking on the time. I think that will wrap up the review of some of the TradingView basics. For the next 10 minutes before we get into our Q&A for our first timers, let's go over the basics of setting up your demo account. So give me 1 second and I will share the next set of slides. Okay, so your demo account is definitely where you want to start. You get to take the Tradera trade alerts and get to know MT4, which is where we're taking the trade, all in a fun environment with fake money. You can make as many mistakes as you want, learn all you want, stay in demo as long as you want, just to really get a feel for things. So initially, when it's time for your live account, you'll have to partner with a broker. And Tradera won't recommend any one broker over the other, but here is a list that the traders kind of recommend, ones that have been vetted out, you know, to make sure that once you put your money in, you can get your money out. So for the purposes of these classes, I will show screenshots using Hugo's Way, just because I wanted to sort of take the guesswork out of it and give you screenshots and kind of walk you through the process. So let's say you're going to open up a demo account with Hugo's Way. Now, when we get to MT4, I'll show you there's another way that you can do a demo account that's not associated with the broker, and that's how the back office will show you. I'm doing this way just to get you some practice with interacting with the broker, because that's what you'll have to do for your live account. So if you pick a demo with Hugo's Way, here's the site, hugosway.com/demo-sign-up. I would recommend you use this site. If you go to hugosway.com, it's kind of confusing and more than likely you'll end up creating a live account. So go to this URL for your demo, type in your first and last name, email address. For leverage, you can do 500, which will also work for your live account. And then we like to choose the smallest balance. You know, when it comes to your live account, you may start it with $100 or so, plus or minus. And so this $1,000 is just a little bit more realistic. So once you hit submit, Hugo's Way will send you a confirmation email. Make sure you hold on to that, because in here is your demo account number and your trader password, and you will need those to log into MT4. Speaking of MT4, remember MetaTrader 4 is where we take the actual trades. MT4 is the nickname. So what you can do is open up this email on your phone and then literally click the download based on what kind of phone you have, and you can download MT4 right there on your phone. Now, coming up, maybe in the next couple of weeks, we will have some sessions where we talk about setting up MT4 on your desktop or laptop computer. It's just a lot simpler and easier to explain when you trade from your phone. And it's just, you know, initially it's probably the easiest way to start, but we will cover that setup on the computer. It's just a little bit more involved, and we want to keep everyone, we want to get everyone going as quickly as possible. Okay, so now you have downloaded MT4 and you have completed the first few steps. The next step is to open up MT4 and get it connected. So give me a second and I will share the next slide. And once this loads, we will show how to do this connection for both the iPhone and the Android. Here we go. So we'll start with the iPhone. And what you want to do when you open it up, let's give my screen a chance to catch up. There we go. So with the iPhone, you're going to open up MT4, and in the bottom right corner, you will see a settings app or icon. Click on that icon, then click on new account. And then to connect to that Hugo's Way demo account that we just created, you're gonna choose this second option, log into an existing account. Now, if you just want to bypass the broker altogether, then MT4 will give you a demo account by clicking here. The only reason I don't like that option is that it starts you with $100,000. So you're dealing with large lot sizes, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's great for practice. I just prefer that smaller amount to be able to customize what amount you start with. So that's why I like to go through the broker. So let's click on this second option to log into an existing account. Here for the server, you're going to type in Hugo's Way, and you're going to choose Hugo's Way -demo 3. When it's time for your live account, you're going to choose either Real 3, or if you have created your account in June, it's a new server called Hugo's Way Live. Okay, so next, that's going to take you to the login screen. So I have the confirmation email shown here on the left. So for my login, you're going to use that demo account number. And for your password, you're going to use the trader password. Don't use the investor password because the trade button won't be available for you. That's really just a read only, so you won't need that one at all. Make sure this save password is on, and then you won't have to worry about typing this information in again. Okay, click sign in, and that's it. So next, let's talk about the Droid. It definitely a different look and feel. So in the upper left corner, you're gonna click on these 3 horizontal lines, then click on Manage Accounts, and then in the upper right corner, you're gonna click on that plus icon. Then log into an existing account so that we can connect to the Hugo's Way one. Type in, just like we did for the iPhone, Hugo's Way here, select the demo 3, and then have your demo account number from Hugo's Way and that trader password. Make sure that check box for save password is checked, and you are good. So now that you have created your demo account, you've downloaded MT4 and connected those two, now you are ready to take the Tradera trade alert. So normally I have a slide deck called Understanding the Tradera Trade Alert. For the sake of time, I'm going to skip that one and go straight into taking the trade alert, and I'll explain the trade alert as we go through it. All right, so let's say you are connected to the trade alert Telegram, or you're in your back office and you see a new trade alert. First, let's go through the steps for the iPhone. If you don't see the pair listed here, then you'll need to go through these steps. Click on the plus icon in the upper right. Click on FX crosses. Now, it may also say FX group. It may also say Forex. Just depends on your version of phone. And let's say we're looking for CAD JPY. Here it is. I'm going to click the green circle and click done. And when I do that, now CAD JPY, oh, 1 second. Let me make sure. Give my screen a chance to catch up. All right, taking the Tradera trade alert. Let me go over this again since I was not sharing the screen. So starting with the iPhone, if you don't see the pair that you're taking the alert on listed, because with your demo account, they're only going to show just a few to start off with. So click on that plus in the upper right corner, then FX crosses, and it also may say FX group or Forex. Here's CAD JPY, that's the one we're looking at. So I'm going to click on that green circle and press done. Now CAD JPY is showing at the bottom of my list. I'm going to hold it down and this menu will come up and we're going to click on trade. So on the far right, this is what a Tradera trade alert looks like. So it says we're placing a buy on CAD JPY and it has some parameters here. So the stop loss, we're placing a buy, so we expect price to go up. If for some reason the trade does not go our way and price is falling, we need to protect our account and set a limit where we don't want to lose anymore and we want to come out of the trade. That's the purpose of the stop loss. Tradera will give you that. So you type that in this field here. You literally just take your finger and type it in and you can edit it. Now, the take profit is the place where you are happy with your profits and you want to get out of the trade because you're winning it. So Tradera will give you a choice of 3. So the take profit 1, a lot of us use that. We call it, if you want to pip and dip, get quick profits, get out of the trade, you know, as little risk as possible. Normally that's about 15, 20, maybe 25 pips. So you would just type that into your take profit. You have to choose one. If you want bigger profits and you don't mind taking on a little bit more risk, waiting a little longer, then you may choose take profit 2. And for maximum profit, it's normally at least 100 pips or more, you can go for take profit 3 and type that in. Now, the first thing you also want to do is adjust your lot size. This is very important. So the industry standard is $100 for every $100 that you have in your account, you can risk or use 0.01 for your lot size. So a $50 or a $100 account, you would do a 0.01 for your lot size. And that just affects how much you're earning every time you gain or lose a pip. So for these demo accounts with $1,000, then you can use a 0.10 for your lot size. Okay, so the very last step, we're placing a buy. You click on buy and you are in the trade. So let's finish by going through these steps for the droid and then we'll jump into Q&A. So on the droid, if you don't see your pair listed, click on this plus arrow. This says FX group. You also see crypto pairs. That's your Bitcoin, your XRP, USD. Those, you really don't want to do crypto as a beginner. Forex will give you enough of a challenge. Indices, that's what I like to trade. That's what my mentor Derek Conway trades. Those aren't beginner friendly either. So just stick with the Forex pairs, find your pair and click on it, hold it down. And so for the droid, it says new order. So that's what you'll click on. Here's your trade alert, enter in your lot size. The droid is tricky. It doesn't have a label for stop loss or take profit. So you just have to know that this bottom left black number is the stop loss. And then this black number to the right is your take profit. Review your information, make sure you put it in good, and then click buy, and you are in the trade. Now, there's one more deck that I want to show you before we go into Q&A. We had a request on Tuesday for someone to, they wanted to know how do you manually close a trade. So I created a slide or two to show that for the iPhone and for the Droid. So when you put in your take profit and your stop loss, you are free to walk away. And one or two things, you know, would happen. It's going to hit your take profit and you won the trade and you're out, or you're going to lose the trade because price hits your stop loss and you're out. The other option is maybe you take the trade, you come back an hour later and you say, oh my gosh, I'm in blue. I love these profits. I think I want to close the trade now. I'm going to take my money and go home. So you have the option to close the trade manually. So not sure what happened with my images here, but let's look at the droid. So this first screenshot shows one active trade. So what you would do is hold it down the same way we did when we were taking the trade, and you're going to get this pop-up menu. And when you see this menu, you can click on close the order. And next, it's going to say, okay, if you do, you're going to close with a loss or close with profits. Wherever you are in the trade, when you close it, that's what happens. So if you're in the blue, you're winning the trade, then it's going to have you say close with win and your profits. But if you're losing, it's going to say close with loss. And so you click on that and you're out the trade. Oh, yeah, this is just another example of that. And then for the iPhone, here I was doing a buy on UJ for demo purposes. And so I would hold down that UJ buy. This menu will pop up. I would click close, and then it would verify and say close with loss for negative 19 cents. Once I clicked on that, then I am out of the trade. All right, well, that is it for the review today. Let's move into Q&A, and hopefully I can answer your questions. Who's first? Just unmute yourself. Hi there.
Hi, my name is Malicia, and I'm kind of new to trading. And
welcome.
So I bought the playbook, and I've downloaded all of the links pertaining to the trading. I want to get to the copy and paste, but I'm at the point where I'm supposed to choose a broker.
Yes.
And I also I downloaded the MetaTrader 4. And within the MetaTrader 4, I have the Who Goes Way.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of lost. I don't know what's what.
Okay, so you did you go to hugosway.com/demo-sign up and get that Hugo's Way demo account?
I think so.
Okay. And did you open up MT4 and kind of go through the steps I showed to connect to it?
Yes, I opened up the MT4. Like, let me go to it on my phone now. Hold up.
Because it sounds like I think you're ready just to take the trade alert.
Okay, but I don't know how to do that.
So the slide, well, here's the good news. All of these quick videos are on my YouTube page. And so everything that I've gone over today that shows you how to take the trade alert, those videos are on my YouTube page. So the one that we just went over.
Yeah, I was kind of late because I was trying to find the password, and I finally found it.
No worries. There's going to be so you have two options on the YouTube page. You can listen to the entire class. We save the whole class, the Forex Basics class, or you can just find the quick 2 to 3 minute video that you need. So looking in the chat, Malicia, I'm going to type in the videos that I want you to watch. Okay. So the first one is setting up your demo account, which I think you've already done that. It's only 2 minutes. It won't hurt you to go through that.
Yes, I did.
And then, okay, so then the next video is connecting your demo to MetaTrader 4, which sounds like you've done that part.
Hold on, because I got a feedback on my, let me see if I can.
Okay, and then the next one is called Understanding the Tradera trade alert. That's going to break down all the components of the trade alert. And then
Okay.
the video that I went over a few minutes ago, taking the trade alert. If you watch, in each of these is only 2 to 3 minutes. If you watch
Okay.
those 4, then you should be well ready to take the trade alert. So if you look in the chat,
Yes, I'm looking at. I'm gonna screenshot all of this.
yes. So find each of those videos on my YouTube channel. Can you see the YouTube channel posted?
It's on the flight.
What's your YouTube name?
It should be under my name. Let me see if I can post it again. 1 second. Control V. Hold on. Let me do it this way. Because if you join the call after I posted it, then you can't see it. So 1 second, and I will. Here we go. Copy the link, and I'm going to post it again. Paste
I have
it
a
in
question
the
about
chat.
lot sizes.
Sure. So 1 second. So Marlicia, I think you're good now, okay? So there's my YouTube. Find those videos, and I think you'll be right on track.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So who had the question about lot sizes?
Me.
Hey there.
How you doing? So when you put in a trade, when you put in like your balance, and you open a trade, and then you choose the lot size. Is it like, does the lot size have to do with your balance? Because I'm a little confused about,
It has to do, and let me just, there was a deck that I didn't go over. Let me pull that up and share it. New share. I'm going to share Understanding the Tradera Trade Alert.
the larger your balance, you can make the larger your lot size, and that'll be larger of your profit. Right?
Correct. So take a look at what I'm showing. I'm going to ask you to unmute in just a second.
Okay.
Okay, you can unmute yourself. The gentleman that I was talking to.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So looking at this chart, it shows like 0.01 for every $100 that you have in the account. So you could do 0.02 if you had $200, 0.1 if you have 1,000. And so basically with that 0.1, every time price moves a pip, you're gonna get $1. So if you have a trade and you win 50 pips, that's essentially $50 with the 0.1.
Okay.
Okay. So, with your live account, if you're starting, $100, $200, you're going to be in that low lot size for a while until you grow your account.
Yes.
But it's the safest way to do it. Now there, lots of traders who kind of, there's some wiggle room. Just know that the higher lot size you go, there's more risk to your account. So it depends on the type of trader that you are and how much risk you want to take.
So yeah, my question.
This is. Go ahead.
When you put in.
Hold on. Let me ask you to unmute yourself. 1 second.
Because your lines are.
Okay, sorry about that. Unmute yourself again so you can ask your question.
So with the lot size, I just want to know, like, because normally when I put in my trades, I keep seeing like, at least like 30 cents of my profit. Do I close that down? Because normally I see when I wait for too long that I take a loss. I'd be in the red. So it's like, what do I close it when it gets to like 50 cents? Do I do that every time, or?
Okay. Tell me your name.
My name is Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. All right, Jeffrey, let me show you something real quick, because that's a really, really, really good question. So I'm going to share Trading View again. So let's say I'm in a sell. And let's say, look at this arrow here. That's where I got in, right? And I'm wanting price to drop. So price comes down to, do another arrow. Price comes down to here. I'm probably in the blue at this point, right? And then guess what happens? Let me do it this way. So we want price to drop. Okay, so let's say price is here and I'm ecstatic. I'm up, let's say $7, $8, right? But look at this gold candle, because now price is going to shoot up. That is called a pullback. And that is how price moves. Price rarely goes just straight to your take profit. It kind of stair steps its way there, up or down, right? So you have to get accustomed, and this is nerve-wracking. It's not nerve-wracking, it's just part of the process. Your profits will increase and decrease as you pass by those pullbacks on your way to your TP.
Right.
So, you know, at this second purple arrow here, your profit may be $8, right? But then after this pullback, your profits may have dropped down to $6.25. So you'll be tempted to say, oh no, I'm losing, let me close the trade. And the reality is price is going to keep dropping. And it's going to get, you know, down here. And then it kind of levels out. So this is why I recommend pulling up TradingView so you can see what's going on with the trade. Did you just hit a pullback?
Okay.
Or is price, and in this case, after a while, you can see it's kind of sitting in consolidation. So maybe you want to close out your profits. But the best thing to do is kind of look at the chart and see what's going on. You probably just hit a pullback. And after, you know, a few minutes or so, it will resume going back in the right direction.
Yeah, because normally I look at the trade. I look at it. I look at it for so long, and then like leave the app. And I go back and look at it, but I don't want to close it and wait too long. You know.
Yeah, and you know there is a thing where price reverses and it goes the other direction, right? But I mean, you can look at it in MT4, but I would suggest just pulling it up on TradingView and to say, was I just in a little pullback, or is price going the other way? Because then you do want to close it, you know? Yep. So that's my answer for you. Just, you know, get used to those little pullbacks where your money decreases a little bit. But when you look on TradingView, just see, you know, if you were in a sell, if you're still in a good downtrend and you just hit a pullback, then you can ride that out. But if price is not going in your direction at all, you know, then it may be wise to come out of it.
Okay. Appreciate it.
No problem. Who's next?
Hi, Tisha.
Hey there.
Yes, I'm from Jamaica. My name is Anita. It's my second time, but really I did not get first class. I did not get the first class. I didn't catch on to the first class that much. If I had the MT4 download on my phone, because that is what I must use, and I want to go on a tablet. Do I have to do another demo account on the tablet?
No, you should be able to connect to that same one. Whether you're on your tablet, your phone, your computer, you can still access that same account.
Okay, when I go into the MT4 on my tablet, which I download, when I pull it up, it's asking for a login. But I know that that's always the password there and something that's saved on it, and just press login. But it's telling that it's failing, authorization failed.
Yeah, so do you still have that email that Hugo's Way sent you? That initial confirmation email?
Yes, I had the one on my phone, but I went in, I cannot go inside login. I change the password, but it won't allow me still to go in.
Now on your tablet, did you get
Mhm.
Hugo's Way? Where did you download it from?
I did it on my phone, a demo on my phone, but I downloaded MT4 on my tablet.
Well, did
I'm
you get
trying
it from the Hugo's Way confirmation email, or did you just download it from the App Store?
I just I downloaded and it's on the tablet, but the login said to log into an account. That's the head of the thing there, and they log in the password, and they say password is ticked, but when I said sign in, it said authorization failed.
Right. So the first time you did it and it worked, you were using your phone?
Yes, when I use my phone, it works on the phone.
Right. It works there and it's not working on your tablet. Yeah,
Tablet.
it should, especially if I'm trying to make sure you downloaded MT4 from that Hugo's Way confirmation email. Did you download it the same way for your phone and your tablet?
No, what I did, I went into Play Store.
Right. That's what I
And
was
I
getting at.
download.
I want you to delete that version and on your tablet, pull up your email where that Hugo's Way confirmation email was sent to you. Pull that up on your tablet and use that download link on your tablet. For some reason, it just works cleaner that way if you download it from Hugo's Way MT4.
Okay.
Does that make sense? If you try that, I'm pretty sure it's going to work for you.
Okay.
Because every broker has their own version of MT4, and
yes.
the login it's just a much cleaner process if you get MT4 from Hugo's Way.
Can
So
I
try
just
that.
do something here that I think may help us? Because today I was actually having the same problem. I downloaded the MT4 app on my phone, which is an iPhone, but my laptop is Windows. So I downloaded the MT4 app on my laptop, and every time I tried to log in, I kept getting the same authentication error. But what I noticed when I just created that demo account with Hugo's Way on my phone, it gave me a password and I screenshot it, and the password looks like a whole bunch of numbers. I'm not sure if the person asking the question would have a screenshot or any record of what that password is.
Yeah, she has the confirmation email.
Right.
I think it's your version of MT4. If you delete that one and try to download it from that email from Hugo's Way, try that and let me know if it works.
Right, but what the error was that I was making, which could be what she is doing as well, is that you have to actually ensure on the app on your tablet, you select Hugo's Way as the broker. Because if you just leave the default broker in there, it will continue to give you the error. So
that's right. Definitely make sure you're following the steps and you select Hugo for sure. You would definitely get that error if you didn't select Hugo's Way Demo 3. So go through those, that connecting MT4 to your demo. And if you're following all those steps and you got it and you downloaded MT4 from the broker, that should get you going. But let me know if it doesn't work, okay? You can hit me up on Telegram or Messenger and let me know if that doesn't work for you. Okay?
Tesha.
Yes.
Yes, Anita here again. I'm really interested in it. I just will want to get started. I will want to get on the demo. I want to do my trading. I'm in the back office doing my reading and so forth.
Yeah.
I've not completed as yet, but I really love this trading thing and I really want to get at it.
Awesome. I'm excited for you. I love it. I absolutely love it. Have fun with it for sure. I love your attitude.
Which Telegram name are you under?
You should be able to find me searching for Tasha Hodes. Telegram is kind of weird.
Tasha, okay.
Taisha, last name Hodes, HOD as in David, ES.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes.
My name is Catherine. I have a question. When I downloaded my MetaTrader 4 from the Apple Store, and but I didn't go to Hugo's Way to get my demo account. But I don't know how I got my demo account, because it's showing me current account and trade account, and they're both Hugo's Way Demo 3. So I don't know what's the difference.
Are you able to log into one of them?
Yes.
Okay. Well, MT4 has a demo account, so I'm not sure if you're seeing that one.
No, I have also an MT4 demo account, and then I have a trade account, which is a Hugo's Way Demo 3, and then it says current account. So I don't know.
Yeah, then because I'll have to show you a screenshot, but at any given time you can connect to your live account, to your demo account, and so current account is the one you're currently connected to.
Oh, okay. And I think I would like to watch the videos, because I really don't know how to set up, like when you want to buy or sell, and I don't know how to do that. So
yes, taking the Tradera Trade Alert, that one should get you in the right direction.
And excuse me. So I go to your YouTube, you said?
Yes, I put the link in the chat. You may have to scroll up a bit. And you can just, we record the whole hours-long class, but to prevent you from having to watch the whole thing, the videos are separated out as well.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Tasha.
Yes, it's Tasha.
Okay, Tasha.
Just forget the I is even there.
Miss Tasha, my name is Josh.
Hey,
and
Josh.
I'm a beginner. So I set up my demo account. Thank you. I set up my demo account through another broker. I'm not using Hugo's Way. And I know that when you went through the slides, you told us about the balance is starting off at 100,000. Is that, how do I change that setting, or should I delete the app on my phone and restart it again?
Well, you don't have to delete the app, because you can have as many demo accounts as you want.
Okay.
Who's your demo account through? Is it through just MT4, or did you go through another broker?
I went through another broker. I think they're hold on. They're, give me a second.
Yeah.
It's LMFX.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have to, I think I've used them in the past. You would have to check with them to see if you can adjust that number, because I don't know. Or you can just or you can just do it Hugo's Way and have a second one. It's totally up to you. It's demo. You can't make a mistake. So you can just keep that
so
one.
I can, okay.
Yeah, you can do multiples. Yep.
Okay.
All right, Tasha.
Uh-huh.
My name is Carl. I'm calling from Jamaica.
Hey there.
Yes, thank you very much. I joined your meeting late, so I missed all the earlier and maybe the best parts. Could you?
It'll be recorded.
I beg your pardon?
We'll have the upload on my YouTube page probably by in the morning.
All right, great. All right, thanks. I'll catch up then. Thank you so much.
As well as, if you don't want to listen to the entire recording, you can find the video that you need. That's maybe 2 to 3 minutes long. So check out the YouTube page and you'll be able to get all caught up.
All right.
I have a question. So the demo is just something that you use to practice with, but when you get into the copy and paste, that's going to be the real deal.
Well, the only difference is you'll be connected to your live account once you're done in your demo environment. So when it's time for your live account, and I have a video for that on my YouTube page, and maybe you start your live account with $100, then the only thing you'll need to do is do the connecting MT4 step. But instead of searching for, Hugo's Way real demo 3, you would choose the live one. So just or whoever your broker is with, Trader's Way or LQDFX, you'll just have to connect it to MT4, and then you do the same steps. You actually take the trade alert the way you did in demo, but now you're connected to your live account.
Okay, so I probably need to watch that video. But the live account, we're gonna actually. How do we get our money into the live account? Do we?
Yep, that's on the video. If I gave an example of using a live account with Hugo's Way and using Cash App,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the easiest, fastest way. But there are other ways as well. So
Okay.
when you get to that point, yeah, just you can, if you're using Hugo's Way and you want to do Cash App, then that video will explain it all. But
Okay.
I can cover some information for other ways to get money in there as well.
Okay, because I always thought that when you choose a broker, I thought that we were actually going to, well, a broker is kind of like another term for a bank, but it's where you keep your money, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good analogy. Yep.
So will we have contact with a particular person when we choose the link or what we sign up with?
Yeah, that's why I recommend doing the demo account through the broker, because it kind of introduces you to that kind of relationship. So with Hugo's Way, for example, and my video will walk you through the steps of signing up for a live account, and you'll have a back office, and it's very professional. That's where you do your deposits. That's where you, yeah, it's a whole little back office of information and functionality for you.
Oh, okay. Once we get to the live account. Okay.
Yep. So with Hugo's Way in the demo, once you get that confirmation email, you don't really have to interact with Hugo's Way that much, but all that changes when you go to a live account. You and the broker will be best friends.
Okay. So, but I will, like you said, once I finish with the demo, it'll actually take me to the live account, or is that a video that you have for us to?
Yeah, it's a video that I have, and there's nothing wrong with getting it set up. You don't have to use it yet. So, take it at your own pace.
Okay. I'll look for that video. All
yep.
right.
How to open a live account.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. All right, everyone.
I have another question real quick.
Okay.
What is the average, I guess, how long do beginners actually stay in a demo account? Does it just vary, or is there like an average timeline? Do you recommend?
It definitely varies. It depends on your past experience. If you're brand new, couple weeks, a month, several, it just depends on your goal and how much time you have. And there's no set rule. It just depends on you and your goal, and how fast you want to hit it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Hello, Tasha.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Desmond from Nigeria.
Hi, Desmond. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I've been following your video on YouTube, and I have been trying to practice taking the Trader alerts.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm a bit confused. You see, trading, I don't know when I'm making profits or loss.
Blue.
When I place a buy, I don't know when I'm making profits or loss.
Oh, that's a great question. Blue. When your dollar amount is in the blue, that blue is my new favorite color. That means you are winning. When it's in the red, that means you're losing. Color coded.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, y'all. It's 8:04. I will get this video uploaded probably late tonight or first thing in the morning. I'm going to hop over to my mentor's class, Derek Conway. If you want to join me, log into your back office, go to live trading sessions and click on the Zoom and just get to learn from a He's amazing. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
From Nigeria.